welcome, and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bruins will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the USC Trojans offense takes the field. The battle for Los Angeles, 2 spectacular uniforms, awesome backdrop, and the battle for the victory bell, guys.
I was going to say, Reese, aesthetically, this is one of my favorite games of the year. I love when both schools wear their home unis and their tradition.
And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, UCLA. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the UCLA Bruins offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
At the 35, he's loose. That's just plowing ahead. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Go toss play to the right, I love it. And how about the receiver getting downfield and doing some work, helping his running back out on that big gain?
And the Bruins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martins. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw, it's Garbers. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A+ level week in and week out.
Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, UCLA! What a grab and go for the score.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Marks. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give to the tailback. At the 45, on his way. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Garbers. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Harden. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bruins! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punt.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. On second down, they'll take to the air. A little screen to the running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He lobs one high down the left side, and they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Trojans will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Toss to the outside. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Historically, the Trojans have been the powerhouse in this rivalry, but last season it was UCLA in a blowout.
And that is not something USC is accustomed to. They want to own this rivalry. They think they own UCLA. they will have some extra fire behind them today.
Yeah, and that UCLA blowout last year really helped the Bruins in recruiting, too. Remember, these two schools, they recruit the same kids here in Los Angeles, in the state of California, and nationally as well. It would be massive if UCLA could beat USC again and make it back-to-back.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Garbers. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. After that completion, move the sticks. It's 1st down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They knock him down right there. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
Great job by the DB seeing where the ball's going and breaking up. And I know that sounds stupid. Of course he is. He's supposed to do that. But a lot of times the angles you take are sometimes compromised and leaves you giving up big plays. Nice job going straight to the football and swatting it on the ground.
He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a 1st down. Well done.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coach...
Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up. A big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught behind the line. It's Harden. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He makes a catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, going to the air. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The back goes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Trojans are flying down the field. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Trojans!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Garbers. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Now on 1st down from the 30. He'll try to pop the draw. Oh, gave the defender the business. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Grab near the marker, it's Sturdivant. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Give to the back. And the Bruins get enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. To the ground with the back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Bruins line it up with a 1st and goal. Let's go. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Trying to punch it in. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Quick handoff. He breaks a tackle. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Jukes his way for more. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Lane. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They're going to throw it again. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
That's not an easy play call for an offensive coordinator. 50-yard line, 4th and 3. There's a lot of different ways you can go, but he dialed up the perfect play at the perfect time, and his offense stays on the field.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's looking to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Branch. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Trojans are threatening in the red zone. They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. UCLA will go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. The field goal is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A first down for the offense. On the run, it's Harden.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game.